today's topic is keeping boundaries, but as I like to put it, don't make your problem my problem.
Don't make your problem my problem.
I think okay, don't make your problem my problem is easy when it's for me. It's easy when it's work, or it's somebody I don't really like, or it's
Yeah.
somebody that I'm not close to.
Mm.
How do you usually do it? Like a one sentence answer when it comes to work.
When come to work about other people problem,
Fuck off.
no, I'm very good with confrontation, so I'm not scared.
Confrontation.
Yeah. I normally cut drama very fast, and I normally tell the person to the face. So I remember one story I told you. So of course, when we see corporate work, right? So the lady work with me because I'm do consultants. Of course, we compete with each other because you need to win certain
There's certain targets and incentives.
target, and then because I keep the top in the business, so of course jealousy is happen, right? But the difference is when I go work, I really work. I'm not gossip. I don't go and eat and take my own time. I'm not. When I go work, I really full time of calling and take care of customer, right? So that's my target. I go work and I go home. I'm not come here to make friends. So one of the girl, she kind of like sit behind me and she pick point of like, oh, I break the rule or something in the company, and then she got shipped to the boss because that's the only thing they can do, right? Then I
have good enough results.
Yeah, and that's why I'm happen to hear that from my manager because she just questioned me. She said that be careful because you perform very well, and because you perform very well, people try to tear you down. So just be careful. Don't let people foul your mistake.
So at least the manager also knows.
Of course, they will treat me as a princess because I bring money for them. You know, business is not stupid. It's just a politic thing that they
still have to say just for
the sake of they just say for sake of say, and then all these girls like she get wet. You know, like that's kind of baby stuff. But I'm not a simple person, you know me, right? And then I'm like, okay, sure, but who give you this feedback? And the manager say like, oh, I cannot tell you. I'm just let you know that got people feedback. I say, sure, because you don't tell me, I also know. Because at that moment, in that minute, in that second, in that room, only have 3 person, me and 2 more girls. Even this girl say, okay, but if you don't give me a name, it's fine. I will figure out myself. I stand up, I straight back to the consult room, and I ask both of them. And I use the F word in the room. I don't give a damn one. I say, who the heck who just give feedback? You have problem, you come talk to me. Then the other girl scared. I say, oh, she say not me. I say, okay, come, let's talk. I whack her in the face. I say, you have problem with me? Talk to me. Why? Why need to go behind? Is that fun? I don't think so though. Because the end we know what is the consequence. So what is your problem? What is your real problem? And then she was, and you know, this kind of people is very sneaky one.
No, because they don't dare to.
They don't dare to be in front of me.
Yeah.
But they dare to play behind. And
I mean, if you really broke a rule, and then she tell you, hey, you broke a rule, and it's real, then you be like, oh, okay, then next time.
Exactly. But that's a real friend is. But the thing is, I'm not doing things wrong. And I know I'm not doing wrong. So because of that, I know it's come from jealousy. And of course, the manager don't know the true one. You know, they're not in that room. And then I would tell her, I say, you want to go HR with me? Because I'm ready to go HR with you if you say I'm doing wrong. Check the CCTV, bring the whole company down. Ask them to check. Do you willing to? And then she shut up. Then she apologized. So, and then of course, when people apologize, I move on. But over time, that's what I hate when I go work. One more thing that gossip and, you know, think of untrue people make up story on their own. It just kill a lot of energy and time. That become your problem, become my problem. When I don't have a problem with you, but why you don't use that time to improve your skill? Why you don't use that time? You do better for your life, right? Because everybody have a touch of a list of customers saying. Every morning they will give you a like how many lists of client, let's call.
Do something with it.
Do something with it. So if you cannot do with it, or you cannot get, and then you cannot say the girl luckier than you because
it's random.
It's random thing. And also she worked the same amount of time like you. Am I right to say that you have 8 hours in office, the girl have 8 hours, result never lie. Right? And if you result stagnant, it means you didn't
put in as much
effort to learn or improve or fix. Because
or do something.
Like if your skill is not there, then why you don't change it? Why you don't improve it? Anyway, come back to that. So I'm deal with most of the time is confrontation. Right? I love to have a confrontation because word can be misunderstood, and then word also can be the person listen half of the time they're not really 100% understand where you come from, and sometimes we say something we need to take for a while to get it as well. Yeah, so it's a long process, but it's I love to have a confrontation nowadays.
Is it always a confrontation though? Because confrontation is more like what happened to you.
Yes, it depends situation.
But you prefer to talk to the person face to face, whether it's a conversation or
if the person willing to, right? But
not
most of
all the time.
people, like you say, most of people don't like confrontation like me, right? Most of people don't have a ball to sit down with me.
But sometimes you don't have to. Sometimes it doesn't have to escalate to a confrontation. If the person is, it can also be a conversation, but like an open conversation. Right?
You see, conversation only come when we see friendship.
Okay,
but when you already make a problem become a problem, that's no longer friendship. That's the mean that you try to destroy.
Try to do something.
Try to do something, which is that's a different.
Then it becomes a confrontation.
Yes.
Okay, I get what you're trying to say.
So you cannot like, for example, somebody keep come and insult in your face. How can you have a conversation with that
that's
person?
true. That's true.
It's not, and this is the same. They don't shout to your face. They do by action. They like sneaky.
They do behind
They do
your
behind
back.
you, and then they try to be funny. I'm sorry to say that because I always laugh when I even think of that, right? But like, we live in a world of freedom of speech. I get it.
Yes, of course.
People have a freedom of speech what they want, and so do I, right?
Yeah.
And when you speak something, you speak what you truly believe, and you have to have agree with yourself that that's what I believe, and that's what we learn about integrity. But then when the person do something, like they speak something, and they assume, they book themselves the name tag of I'm the hero, because I'm trying to solve some problem right now by create another problem to make it bigger, like sabotage your friend, like say, hey, she the one who copied the study one, she who asked you to do that, right? I'm just giving example, just assume it's a class. So you have a freedom of speech. I get it. You can tell the teacher, look, she actually right now like copy the friend behind for her exam. Do you see? So what did she just contributing, by the way? She contribute nothing, and she book herself in the situation like I'm a Wonder Woman.
So basically, the person, whether it's he or she or whatever, just wants the attention and the recognition.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so.
But only children do that. Only children do that. Because adult, we have things to do. We have job to do. We need to make money. We have to provide. And this is happen around the world, not only with us, right? And this is what I always tell people, like, be careful with what are you listening to, especially with the people who like no face, no avatar, just 1-2 accounts, spam people around, like try to destroy people, and they think they are superhero, right? And
they're called keyboard warrior.
They have called keyboard warrior. So the thing is, superhero, they show their face and they do good thing for the world. Superhero is someone who like give up their life, joy cross, red cross the whole world and to save human being. Superhero is someone travel around the world to save the children who have affect disease, or
I think it comes from the intention, right?
Yeah.
It's your intention for the recognition,
Yeah.
and the power, or it's your intention to do good.
Yeah.
If your intention is to do good and people report about you, then you're like, I whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like this is what the part I'll say, you bring your problem to my problem, that you need attention. Yeah, so but you create another problem, which is not my problem.
Okay, I get what I mean. So a bit of context for everybody. Sometimes when you talk about problems, it may not be a physical problem, like a task. It can also be somebody else's attitude, somebody else's energy, somebody else's vibes. And then I think I feel that it's easy. I believe for everybody it's the same. Like if something you don't really care about, you can just go like, don't make your problem my problem, and then you can walk away.
Yeah.
But I feel
in general, that's
but I feel that sometimes it's a lot more difficult if the person is, let's say, your family, somebody that you are very close, that you truly care about.
Yeah.